Hi, welcome. I'm Christina Rogers, and I'm from Trust Your Guidance. I came to bring a message today from my guide, Munnara. She channels the divine feminine. She has many souls that she's speaking for, and she has a message for us here today. So let's see what it is. Dear ones, I am Munnara. I come to you on the wings of love, the wings of light. From this other side, from the other side of the veil, I come to you. I wish to speak about reality today, about how you create your reality. This person that is speaking, she has studied with many different teachers. And one of her teachers talks about how reality, or you creating your own life, has many different aspects to it. And that as humans, you cannot fully know all that is in play. So that means that you have been on a trajectory of past lives, life after life, where you are working on things. And that when you arrive at your present life, you you have accumulated all this wisdom from these other lives. And in this life, you choose to meet other people that you've set up before you're born, that you will meet them, that you will recognize them, that they are souls that you have known on the other side, or you have known through other lives, and that you intend to interact with them to learn lessons, or to create something, or to join together on a project. So many of these souls that you know, your children, your mate, your siblings, your parents, other important people in your life, are people that you've arranged to come to be with here. And you know, when you meet some of these people, that there's a very sharp, like, oh, a recognition. So these are the people that you've chosen to continue on with in this life for certain reasons. You also come with a purpose. You come with an intention, whether it's to learn about forgiveness or grace, or whether it's to have hard lessons so you build wisdom and you build the ability to love both yourself and the people around you. Many times as a human, you actually don't know why you came, exactly what your mission is on planet Earth. Your mission from a soul perspective is different than your mission from a human perspective. As a human, you might have this intention to raise a family, or you might have this intention to create something in the work world, or to bring healing to people, or whatever it is you do. And yet on a soul level, did you come to learn something? Did you come to awaken your heart more? What was it? These are not always known. It makes being a human quite complex. Many of you think that life should go just as you program it. In your Western world, many times it is said, if you do X and X and X, you will be happy. And yet many of you have had the experience of doing all that and not being happy, and having to return to yourself and ask the question, what has meaning? What has meaning? And when you find what has meaning for you, then you return sometimes to absolutely the same things you were doing before, and yet you come to it from a different place, and you feel joy and aliveness and well-being. In that time, you are connected to something larger, to your desire. You're connected maybe to spirit, to the larger light, source light. Maybe you're connected to a purpose of that you're giving to someone else, and that has more meaning. The path of being human is step by step by step. Many times you cannot see way far in front of you. You might have a marker out there that you're heading towards, and yet the path to getting there is very zigzag. We ask you to have compassion for yourself, to roll towards the next right thing, accomplish that, feel safe in that, and then roll towards the next one. Now let's say that you had something in front of you and you're creating it, you're rolling towards it. And all of a sudden you realize, oh, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. At that point, there might be some feelings of shame or upset, or I blew it. I made a failure here. I failed here. And yet we say there is no failure. In that case, if you asked yourself the question, what worked for me? What did I learn from here? How did this empower me to make the next step? What do I know now that I didn't know at that time? And so I can go forward from another place that I would never have been able to go from if I hadn't done this other thing. Yes, indeed. We ask you to ask these questions. We hold from this side that there are no mistakes, that there are no failures, and that each step along the path enables you to do the next thing. So if you have what you might call this wrong step or failure, look further, look deeper, see how it's empowered you to go further. We wish to speak about one more point. We would like you to work diligently at creating inner peace and kindness for yourself. Being a human is difficult. You have many different things coming at you, telling you how you should do it. And ultimately, you have to access your own inner wisdom, many times with teachers and many times with guides. And there is much growth work you do, much uncovering you do of old wounds, much healing that you do. And yet, in the end, you must have loving kindness and compassion for yourself and for what it is to be human in order to move forward further in your life. All right, these are today's teachings. We bring you much love, much compassion, and much aliveness from this side. If you want help from your spirit guides, you must ask. Ask us to come forward and help you. Ask a question and then look throughout your day and see how those answers come to you. We can't write you an email. They will come through signs in your outer world and things you feel and intuit within yourself. Those are the places to look. Much love, beloveds. So that was the message from Munnara today. If you wish a message for yourself personally, please personal message me on Facebook or email me, trustyourguidance.com, Christina@trustyourguidance.com. I'm available. Many blessings. And I do have a new transformational healing program where you can come back to your inner self. Just these things we were talking about. Works with healing, with intuition, and with energy management. Much love.